That's a very good question. I think since the beginning of analytics, one assumption people make is that the data is of good quality, that data is ready to be analyzed, and that is the case, but it's not the case all the time. And I think what happens is people like to jump to the analysis right away. They want to be the first one to deliver the business value, the insights, the report to the CEO, and get to the finish line. And but what is dangerous about that is that the business people will make business decisions based on data that may not be correct. But that has been, it's a human issue. It's not a technology issue. And it has been a risk in many organizations since the beginning of analytics. 8 years ago, that was a long time ago. Okay? That was the beginning of analytics, maybe, even though it goes back a little bit more. So 8 years ago, people were concentrating on ETL, on creating databases, coding, developing applications, massaging data. Those were the core skill sets that a data professional needed to have. The way that I see the progression is maybe in three phases. The first phase was the business intelligence data warehousing. Then the second phase is when data science came into the picture. And data science professionals, they started becoming storytellers. So they understood technology and they understood the business. I think with AI is replacing the technology side. So what is left? What is left is the business side, is understanding the business data, is being able to tell the story to the business. That is something that, in my opinion, an agent cannot do yet, cannot give a presentation the way a person can. So I think the skill set has shifted from a technology to a business-centric storyteller. Absolutely, 100%. Let me explain why. So this is the fourth year that I come, and I always look forward to this event for many reasons. One is I meet people from different countries. I meet people from different industries that have different challenges. And as the data management industry evolves and changes now more rapidly than before, this is like a checkpoint for me to talk to others, to see where they are, to see their challenges, and learn from them. Because if you stay at your company, even if you work for a large company, it's still company-centric view. Companies think alike. So when you leave the company and you talk to other people, then your brain expands, and I think you get an update on where the industry is. So I think it's very valuable. Yeah, no, it's overwhelming. I think it's overwhelming for most of us because it's changing so fast. Trying to understand where we are going to be in a year, forget 5 years, because nobody knows where this is going to be in 5 years. But what I think is they should focus on the business side. They should focus understanding the context of the data, the business problems. Those are things that an agent may not be able to mimic soon. An AI can do all the mechanical things, all the coding, the vibe coding. But understanding the business, talking to the business stakeholders, presenting those ideas, telling the stories, I think those are things that we can still contribute as humans. And also limit, you can't learn everything anymore. When I started my career, there were telecommunications, application development, database, security, maybe 4 areas. And somebody could master 3 or 4. Now is very difficult. So, like the expression, you can't boil the ocean. You need to concentrate on a certain area. You need to become a specialist instead of a generalist. because a generalist, your contribution may be very limited because you don't have any depth. But if you concentrate on a certain area, become really good at it, then I think you can contribute more. At least that's my strategy for the last 10 years is be a specialist and also limit that, like dedicate 30 minutes a day to learn something new. Don't kill yourself, because you will never catch up with everything that is being developed. It's just too much. So you need to pace yourself and be a specialist and not a business.